Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly reading. This is for the 24th to the 31st of August. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Cancer, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then look at your possible challenges. Thirdly, messages and advice from Spirit. Your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Cancer, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Cancer, at the beginning of the week, I do feel that you are going to see something positive manifest and occur on something, my dear Cancers, that you have been working on diligently, something you have focused on, given your time and attention to. And I don't think this is just on the physical realm. What I'm seeing here, Cancer, is that you have put up your vision for what this is. You've prayed for it, you visualized it. You could have a vision board. You could be journaling. At the beginning of this week, my dearest Cancers, what you're going to be able to do is pull down an actual blessing, an actual occurrence, something tangible that gives you the proof you need that things are happening for you. You know, Cancer, sometimes it can be really hard just to work on something day in, day out, day in, day out. And it's natural that we start questioning, am I doing the right thing? I've been doing this for weeks, I've been doing it for months or even years, and I still don't see anything. What I am seeing here, my dear Cancers, is that this week something finally happens, that you get a very big sign or message, or as I said, something tangible happens that shows you you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing. This is either a manifestation that is already in progress, or some of my Cancers will actually feel that their manifestation has happened. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have 2 pages coming through. Now, Cancer, what I see here for you is actually something simply delightful. You are going to be hearing very unexpected news. News, my dear Cancers, that seemingly comes out of nowhere. You could be shocked by the content of the news, or you could be amazed at the source of which the news comes from. Whatever it is, I do see that it resonates deeply with you. This is something that speaks to you, my dear Cancers. And with the 2 hands there, making the heart symbol, I do think that you've called this in. Now, this could be very well connected to this manifestation energy we saw. But Cancer, this is something that is going to give you the possibility now to move from one situation over to the other. And what we see here, once again, as we did with 8 of Pentacles, you, my dear Cancers, are taking all your ideas, all your plans, everything that you've worked on so diligently, and you're moving across, because now there's possibility of putting this into progress. Cancer, the kind of energy I'm seeing here is that you could have, say, been working really hard, say, on improving a certain area of your life. This could be working on a particular relationship or looking for a particular relationship, a new significant other, new friends. Maybe you just feel like you need new people in your life. And so you have set about finding friends that are like-minded people, joining clubs, groups, sports that you know you'll find people you have something in common with. What we see at the beginning of the week is that perhaps, my dear Cancers, at your new tennis club, perhaps 2 or 3 people come up to you and ask you if you want to join them for coffee after the game. And the invitation could come through from the person you thought would be the last person who would reach out to you, who would make contact. And so you move from this energy of feeling lonely and looking for friends, and you move across now because you have now joined a new social group, and that's the beginning of something wonderful. That was a very simple example, Cancer. It could come through with regards to money and finances. You could be working really hard trying to get your own business off the ground. And here at the beginning of the week, somebody could call you up and they want to discuss a really big contract with you. And so the beginning of a very lucrative business begins. This is incredibly positive. Spirit wants you to know, Cancer, that you are indeed moving into a new chapter, and this is your new chapter. It's new, it's fresh, and it has this element of taking a leap of faith. Because we are seeing the 2 pages here, there's a lot of beginning energy. This manifestation is coming down, my dear Cancers, and it is the beginning of something that we see with your 3rd page gives you the feeling of excitement. Now that you have seen certain elements coming through, you've heard great news, you've seen the manifestation starting to develop. My dear Cancers, Page of Wands shows us you filled with joy and excitement, and you cannot wait to give whatever this is for you more time, more attention, because you know that the work you've done on the physical realm and the spiritual realm is paying off. Under your unexpected blessings, what we do see with Ace of Wands is, my dear Cancers, your vision, your deep insight, your deep longing, whatever you have held onto, is now coming into being. And we saw that all the way through. For many of you, whatever 8 of Pentacles is and whatever this dream is that is becoming a reality, it is going to allow you to bring new people into your life. People, my dear Cancers, that you connect with, that you like, that you want to spend time with, and of course, vice versa. I feel that whether this is a new job, whether this is new clients in your business, new friends that you make at your sailing club or your book club or your cooking class, these are people who see you for who you are. They look at you and they want to be around you. And so, my dear Cancers, I see a lovely element here of authentic, pure connectivity. At the end of the week, with 7 of Swords here, I do see, Cancer, that many of you are actually very quiet about what is happening for you. And it's going to be for your own personal reason. Maybe you want this to grow more or expand more before you share it. Maybe, my dear Cancers, you just want to consolidate the energy, keep it close to you, because you don't want anybody to come in with negative comments and look at the downside of what you're doing. So I see you being very protective of what this is. Your focus is on growing what this is. By the end of the week, I already believe many of you see an actual tangible sign That is your little sapling there. But you, my dear Cancers, know that what lies beneath the surface, the potential this has to grow and expand, is there. And all you have to do is continue doing what you were doing, giving it love, speaking positively about it, and imagining your life now as this now becomes your new reality. Let's move on now and get a message from your guides for the week. Rest, Holy Spirit. My dear Cancerians, when Holy Spirit comes in with this message, it usually tells us that there is big energy happening for you this week. So much so that Spirit is asking you to find time during the week and over the weekend to rest. Just allow yourself, Cancer, to integrate what has happened. Absorb it, my dear Cancers. You know, once we see a manifestation actually happening, it's incredibly exciting, and you could have a soar of positive emotions. Even that, my dear Cancers, is a sign for you to step back, be calm, think about things, let things settle. This is a very positive and exciting time, and you want to make sure that you are 100% present as the stream now falls into place for you. That's all I have for you for now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I'm sending you all so much love.